Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Death Note with a Christmas deck profile. It's not something like one of the latest, but it's a very good deck. So let's get on with the Nova Grappler deck profile. This is Marin. We also have Gaby over here.
What's up?
Okay, we have Battle Raizer as the starter. So, he's a stand trigger. When he boosts, at the end of the turn, when he boosts, he gets plus 3,000. And at the end of the turn, he goes back into the deck and you shuffle your deck. So that'll be the starter. Okay. Now we have 4 perfect Raizers, 1 SP hot stamp. So his effect basically, when he rides, all Raizers on the field goes into the soul. And if you have 4 or more Raizers in the soul, for each Raizer gets plus 3,000, and 4 more he will also get plus 1 critical. And if you do not have another Raizer out there, he will get minus 2,000 always. You can just call him out and just call another Raizer, and he will always be at 11. And it's pretty cool because when you first ride, you have 4 in the soul, so it'll be always a 23 beater plus 1 crit. And you have 1 mega ultimate Raizer Mega Flare. He's at Legion. With this 4 rested units, he gets plus 1 critical. Pretty cool. And you have one of the I would say the MVP of the deck. He's pretty cool because when he's at Legion, first of all, if there's another Nova Grappler in the same column, he gets plus 3,000. So if you're at Legion, he already gets a plus 3,000 because the mate is considered as one of the same column. So when he attacks, it doesn't even have to hit. Right when he attacks, Counterblast 2, stand your 2 front rear guards as long as they have boosters. But the boosters does not stand. So he's pretty cool. Cat Butler as well. So that's the grade 3 lineup. Grade 2 lineup. We have 2 Ultimate Raizer Dual Flare. Basically the turn that you Legion, when the Vanguard attacks, stand this unit and give him plus 5,000. Plus he's the Legion mate to Mega Flare. Okay. Also, I have 4 Phoenix Raizer Flame Wing. He's the Legion mate to Phoenix Raizer. As long as there's a Raizer as the Vanguard, he gets plus 3,000 while attacking. So he's a 12k attacker. And we have one of the MVPs of the deck. I'm not pretty good with his name, but I think it's Masaral Raizer. He's pretty cool because when he stands due to an effect, by stand trigger or by when he does his effect, if there's another Raizer in the same column as him, stand that unit. So for example, he's there and it's a grade 1. He stands, the back row also stands. It's pretty cool. So that's the grade 2 lineup. Now for the grade 1s, we have 3 of Carvenger Raizer. He's pretty cool because if there's a Raizer in front in the same column as him, he gives the Raizer unit plus 2,000. Even though after you boost with him and attack, and let's say the person he boosted stands with a stand trigger by any chance, he's still rested, he still gives that person a plus 2,000. So it combos go with a 9k, a grade 2. For example, let's say with her, right? So swing for 17. Then she stands. Let's say by his effect, however. So she's now 11 because he gives her the plus 2,000, which is pretty good. We have 3 Jet Raizer. His effect is when he boosts and attacks. If he boosts and the attack hit the Vanguard, if you let me see, hit the Vanguard and you have a Nova Grappler, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards with Raizer and stand it. One of the rear guards. So we also have the grade 1 10K attacker. If there's a, let me see. Yeah, as long as you have a Raizer Vanguard, he gets plus 3,000 when attacking. And 4 perfect guards. This deck doesn't counterblast, so you don't need the Unflipper. There's only 2 cards that counterblast in this deck, which is him, Jet Raizer counterblast swing, and him. Nobody else counterblasts in this deck. Okay, now we're gonna go over to 3 Cat Butlers. So Cat Butler, his effect is if a grade 2 unit attacks and the attack didn't hit while he's on as one of the rear guards, you can just retire him and stand up to grade 2. Also, it's cool, you know, basically everybody knows this, but just in case somebody doesn't know, as long as you're in Legion like this and you attack and the attack doesn't hit, since you have Cat Butler, this is considered to be a grade 3 and a grade 2 Vanguard. You can just retire the Cat Butler and the Vanguard will restand to have another attack. Also, down to the triggers. So I showed you one of him. He's the starter. So I have three more of him in the deck besides the starter. 3 stands, same effect. If he boosts, he gets plus 3,000, and at the end of the turn he goes back to the deck. And I have 2 more stands, same effect as Battle Raizer. His name is just Turbo Raizer, same thing. You can also use him as the starting Vanguard. He has the same effect. 2 criticals. Criticals is not really needed in this deck since Perfect Raizer has a constant crit every time he attacks. And Mega Flare, when he's at Legion, he also has 2 criticals as long as there's 4 rested rear guards. 4 draw triggers. 4 heals. So now on to the strides. You have 2 of this guy. His name is Meteor Kaiser Tribrute. His effect is if one of your rear guards stands due to an effect, counterblast 1, it gets plus 2,000, and choose one of your opponent's rear guards equal to or less attack power and retire that unit. So this is pretty cool. As long as somebody's standing, you have counterblast 1, pop one. Counterblast 1, pop the other one. You have 1 Madhu, since it's a Legion deck. You just put Madhu on top of the Legion mate, which is a grade 2, 9,000 less. You know, if you stride and you really needed that grade 3 that you just strode with, you can just get them back. As long as the person he strides over has an original attack 10,000 or less, you can get a grade 3 back from your discard pile. And 2, Meteor Kaiser Victoplasma. You know, his effect is if you're GB2, Counterblast 2, once he's attacks and you drive checks, then you choose 2 cards from your hand. Oh yeah, and he loses triple drive. He can only drive check. Drive check, not triple drive. So you do your drive check, then you choose 2 cards from your hand, Nova Grapplers, discard it, and restand him, which is pretty cool. Okay guys, you know, I'm going to show you also one quick, nice finisher. If you was to get this set up, it'll be so lovely. So it'll be him, and grade 1s, let's say for example, it'll be, let's say, 1 of him and 1 of him, or whatever. So, you attack for 16, and you attack for 28. Then you will counterblast 2, stand. Since he stood up, you stand up 2 Raizers in the back, stand. So say for example, your opponent perfect guarded you or he guarded enough for this attack. Since it didn't hit, you will retire him, stand. So then you will stand, you will attack with him, attack again. You get whatever triggers. Your counterblast 2, stand. Since he stood up, you stand. Whatever triggers you get, you give it to this guy, and then you attack again. So basically, if they're like at 4 or 5 damage, and you do this little combo, it's basically game over. So, that's the deck profile, guys. This is Marin from Team Death Note. Peace.
Have a nice day.